Club Fred is the first episode of the ninth and final season of Rugrats. This is a double-parter, and I feel like it made sense for it to be a double-parter. I think a lot happened, and they probably couldn't have really condensed it into a single segment. Maybe if they'd missed out the setting up and it started immediately on the resort, it could have worked, but I don't mind it being a double feature. Basically, everybody, including all of the grandparents, the adults, everybody is going on vacation to this resort. It's a very pirate themed resort, and needless to say, the babies spend a lot of time unsupervised getting into trouble. They're actually going off looking for treasure, which doesn't seem like it would be too difficult on a pirate resort, but they still manage to get into quite a bit of bother and cause some problems. Meanwhile, the adults are trying to relax as best as they can. Things went wrong pretty much immediately. Grandpa Lou forgot to fill in a form, and they're staying in a very cramped location, and things are just not going to plan. But they're making the best of the situation. And I think because it's a new location, it's really interesting visually. I think they designed the resort very well. It's very busy. There's a lot going on. There are a lot of other people, extras just everywhere you look, which works really well. It makes it feel like a genuine resort location rather than, had it been quite empty and unbelievable. I love the fact that most of the grown ups were wearing different costumes, different clothing. It makes it, again, visually quite interesting. I loved Angelica's dress. She looked amazing. I think the design of it was so great. I wish the babies had been wearing different clothing. I think that would have added something a little bit extra to it, but it's not, it's not the worst thing in the world that they didn't have different clothes. And as far as the narrative goes, I think it worked really well. As I said, it could have worked as a single segment had we not had the whole setting up. It started off with them having a barbecue and Phil making a hot dog out of a worm. That was actually all quite good, and I quite liked it, so I don't mind that it took a little bit of time to get to the resort. And then once we got there, I thought actually they made the best use of the time, best use of the space. Everything worked really well, and I thought it was a really solid start. I say a solid start. It's the first episode according to Wikipedia. Whether or not it was actually the first episode, who knows? But for me, a solid start to the final and ninth season. Keen to see where it goes from here, but I have to say Club Fred was not too bad at all.